Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning all. Dear the examiner for today's session and Mr. Professor Dr. Gatot Nazir Ahmad, MSc, and Mrs. Titis Watarina Mahfiro, SAMSF, as my thesis advisor. Thank you in advance for the opportunity to let me introduce myself. I am Anissa Rizanika, Management Undergraduate Student Class of 2020. Allow me to present my research with the title The Influence of Liquidity, Activity, Solvency, and Company Size on Company Value in the Customer Security Sector in Indonesia. Meanwhile, on this occasion, I will discuss everything from the introduction till suggestion. Company value is an important indicator in the world of business and economic that reflects how valuable a company in the eyes of investor, stakeholder, and other shareholder. The higher the value of company, it shows that the company performance is higher and it has future prospects that are trusted by investors. The consumer security sector is one of the sectors that has experienced a significant increase after the COVID-19 pandemic. Based on the data of from the Central Statistic Agency or BPS, Indonesia's trade balance has consistently shown a surplus for 41 consecutive months since May 2020, according to databox.katadata.co. Indonesian trade balance in September 2023 will reach 3.42 billion US dollar. Demand in the consumer cyclical sector is directly proportional to economic growth. The Central Statistic Agency states that Indonesian economic growth in 2023 will experience strengthening. Since the beginning of 2022, Indonesian economic has consistently grown by 5%. Indonesian economic growth in the third quarter of 2023 was recorded at 4.94% year-on-year. Several factors can influence the value of company, namely liquidity ratio, activity, solvency, and company size. These variables show the company's performance. Through this variable, investor can assess a company and decide whether to invest the capital or not. Therefore, it is important to increase this variable in a company. However, there is still limited the limited research about company value on consumer cyclical sector. That's why that's why this research is to know how which factor is influence the company value on consumer cyclical sector. This is the research question and the objective. Number one, does liquidity have an influence on the value of consumer cyclical? Number two, does the activity, solvency, and company size have the influence on the value of consumer cyclical sectors company list on the Indonesian Stock Exchange for 2018 till 2022 period? The benefit of this research is for theoretical side. This research hope can be used as a reference and increase insight, as well as expanding the field of signatory research by adding reference, especially in consumer cyclical sectors. For company, this research hope can help company to improving performance through making better financial decision and designing business strategy. And for investor, this research hope can help investor to view and assess the performance of the company before deciding to invest. The theoretical review. This research is use signaling theory as the basis for research that explain the four independent variables, which is liquidity, activity, solvency, and size. Signaling theory on company value basically explain the information gap between the company and investor and shareholder. The hypothesis, the relationship between signaling theory and liquidity is if a company can fulfill its obligation on time without disrupting its daily operation, the investor will view the company as good as the value. However, Marsha and Mutaki, 2017, and Ayman et al. 2021, have done research related to this, and the result is liquidity has a significant and positive influence on company value. That's why for the hypothesis one is liquidity has a positive effect on company value. For the relationship between signaling theory and activity, company with high receivable turnover indicate that the company can manage its receivable well and use them for operational activity, which will improve company performance. However, Handayani et al. 2022, Obedat et al. 2023, and Tobing et al. 2023 has done research related to this, and the result is activity have a significant and positive influence on company value. And for the hypothesis 2, activity has a positive effect on company value. For the relationship between signal theory and solvency is the better a company's ability to fulfill its long-term obligation, the better the company's performance. Margon and Gatino, 2021, Paratami et al. 2022 has done the research about this before, and the result is solvency has a significant and positive influence on company value. And for the hypothesis 3, solvency has a positive effect on company value. For the last hypothesis, signaling theory and company size, company finance tend to be more stable when the company has large assets. Lumapo and Tumimo 2017 and Susna and Satria 2019 has done research about this before, and the result is company size has a significant and positive influence on company value. For the last hypothesis is company size has a positive effect on company value. This is the research framework. There is a 4 independent variable with 1 dependent variable and 2 control variable. For the methodology, the number 1, the research subject is consumer cyclical sectors companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange for the 2018-2022 period. And the scope is limited by financial ratio, which is liquidity, activity, solvency, company size, company age, and profitability. For the method, this research is used quantitative method with a panel data regression model. For the population, is all of the companies in consumer cyclical sector that register on the IDX for 2018 till 2022 period. And the sample is using purposive sampling technique. There is 40 companies were obtained with a total observation is 200. For the analysis technique, we will do descriptive statistic, panel data regression, multi-corollary test, t-test, and coefficient of determination. This is the result and discussion. Descriptive statistics provide an overview of research data. It can be seen from the table that most of the variable has a standard deviation more than average, which means that the data has the variety of data variation. For multicollinearity, there are no, based on the table, there are no sign of multicollinearity between the variables studied. Due to the lack of independent variable correlation, coefficient of 0.85. Thus, it can be said that there are no symptoms of multicollinearity in the data. Next, for the model selection test, Chow test is used to choose between fixed effect model or common effect model, and the Hausman is to select between fixed effect and random effect. Meanwhile, the LM test is used to select between common effect or random effect. For the first model, the model that we choose is CHAM. Meanwhile, the model 2 and model 3 is FAM. This is the result, the regression test and hypothesis. It can be seen from the table that the coefficient of variable current ratio in model 1 and model 2 is negative, while model 3 is positive. In variable account receivable turnover, the coefficient of model 1 is negative, while model 2 and model 3 are positive. In variable debt to asset ratio and return on asset, all coefficients are positive. Meanwhile, the entire variable of size, the coefficient is all negative. In variable age, model 1 and model 3 are negative, while model 2 is positive. This is the result of the effect of liquidity on company value. The result is the probability value obtained by model 1 is 0.40. The probability value obtained by model 1, model 2, and model 3 show that there are no significant influence between liquidity and company value as represented by Tobinsky indicator, both before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and overall. On the signal theory side, this is contrary to signal theory. This is in line with the opinion of Hermoningsi et al. 2019, which states that in assessing a company, investor not only look at the company's ability to pay short-term obligation, but also inability to create profit. The result of this research are also in line with research conducted by Simorakil 2021, Ahmad et al. 2022, Husna and Satria 2019, Suprihati et al. 2018, and Merciana et al. 2022. For the influence of activity on company value, the significant level of model 1 has a probability below the specific significant level, namely 0.006. There is lower than 0.01. This shows that there is a negative and significant influence between the activity ratio represented by receivable turnover and company value in the period before the COVID-19 pandemic. And the signaling theory side, this is contrary to signal theory. A company's probability can decline an investor and shareholder confidence in the company's ability to manage its capital can be eroded if the company is unable to handle the money it received from customer receivable. This result of the research are also in line with research conducted by Yanwati and Henyawati 2022 and Nguyen et al. 2020. The influence of activity and company value for the models 2 and models 3 has result greater than the predetermined significant level. This shows that there is no significant influence between activity ratio and company value either during the pandemic or overall. For the signaling theory side, this is contrary to signal theory. Research conducted by Henry et al. 2022 states that one of the reasons for the lack of influence between receivable turnover and company value is the low level of certainty of receivable turnover. This research is in line with research conducted by Purba et al. 2021. For the effect of solvency in company value, the probability value for the model 1 and model 2 is lower than 0.01. Name as well as model 3 is lower than 0.05. Shows that there is a positive and significant influence between liquidity and company value as represented by the Tobinsky indicator, both in the pre-pandemic, during pandemic, and as well as overall. For the signaling theory side, this is directly proportional to signal theory. According to research conducted by Lumeted and Mangantar 2019, companies that can fulfill their long-term obligation will be more trusted by investor and creditor. This result is in line with research conducted by Margono and Gattino 2021 and Pratami et al. 2022. The influence of the company size on company value for the model 1 and model 3 exceed the specific significant level for the significant name. This shows that there is no significant influence between company size on company value before the COVID-19 pandemic and overall signaling theory. For the signaling theory side, this is also not in line with signal theory. Lesian et al. 2022 state that companies that have larger asset may not necessarily be able to manage the company's strength and asset to carry out expansion of investment that increase company value. Swardika and Mustanda 2017 in their research state that investor can also pay attention to other factors besides the company's total asset. This causes investors to sometimes place more importance on company strategies and policies in improving company's performance. For in model 2, the significant level is below the predetermined significant level that is lower than 0.01, which indicated that there is a negative and significant influence between company size and company value as represented by the Tobinski indicator during the COVID-19 pandemic. In signaling theory size, this is not in line with the signal theory. Research conducted by Margono and Gattino 2021 state that companies that have large total assets are not necessarily able to effectively manage the assets thereon. This causes asset hoarding due to the long turnover of company assets, which will affect company's performance. When the company's performance decrease, the company's value will also decrease, so that investor will think twice about investing their capital. Reducted trust from investor can also result in the company's name becoming unfavorable in the market, which will also reduce the company's value. This is the determination coefficient. For model 1, the dependent variable that can be explained with the independent variable is only 67.74%. And for model 2, it's only 60.14%. And the model 3 is only 48.69%. And the next is about robustness test. Robustness test is the test that carried out to see whether the research model will see if there are a change both in the variable and variable. The model in this research indirectly applies to method of robustness test, namely adding control variable and dividing the research period. The results obtained also the same result as the main model. However, to be more sure that the model is truly robust, the researcher used one more robustness test by changing the indicator of the liquidity variable. The liquidity indicator, originally represented by the current ratio, will be replaced by quick ratio. And the result is for model 1, a considerable turnover has a negativity and significant influence on company value, but the to-asset ratio and return on asset have a positive significant influence. For model 2 shows that size has a negative and significant influence on company value, while the to-asset ratio, H and ROA have a positive and significant influence. The to-asset ratio and the main model has a positive and significant influence on company value in model 3. In model 3, return on asset also have a significant and positive effect on company value. The result is same with the main model. This model is robust. And for the conclusion, number 1, liquidity does not affect the 3 research model. This means that the liquidity does not have an important impact either before the pandemic, during the pandemic, or in general. There are various results related to influence of activity on company value. In the period before the pandemic, the activity ratio had a negative and significant influence on company value. However, during the pandemic and overall, the activity ratio has no influence on company value. Solvency has a positive and significant influence on company value before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and overall. There are various results related to influence of company size on company value. In the pre-pandemic period and overall, company size did not have a significant influence. However, during the pandemic, company size has a negative and significant influence on company value. This research is still very far from perfect, therefore the researcher provides several suggestions that might be used for further research. That is expanding the research subject to companies in sector other than the non-primary consumer sector so that the research result obtained can be more varied. The second one is adding other variable to calculated company value, such as other financial ratio or corporate governance. Adding control variable or moderating variable and so on can also be done so that the research results are more varied. Extending the research period that can be done by comparing the periods before the pandemic, during pandemic, and after the pandemic COVID-19 occur so that the research results are much varied. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.